I've been busy creating some short videos for quick anxiety relief skills, and in this short one, I'm going to show you a simple practice to create more calm. Stay tuned. If you are new here, then my name is Dr. Elisha Goldstein. I'm a psychologist, I'm an author, and so much more you can check out in the description below. And if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe. I put out great mental health tips every single week to get you into a better place, and if you're already in a good place, then an even better place. Today I'm going to introduce you to box breathing. And you might already have a sense of what that is, and if you do, then I'm just bringing this top of mind and let's reintroduce it. And if you don't, then this is a really good opportunity. The breath is a bit like a marionette to our nervous system. Depending on how it's breathing, it can kind of pull the strings to feeling anxious, excited, or more calm. And so the reason I like box breathing to be able to work with calm and anxiety and overwhelm and stress is because we're practicing perceived control over our breath. So let me explain exactly what it is. You might want to think of it just like it is, just like the title, a box. So a box has 4 sides, and this breath, we're going to be breathing in and breathing out for the same amount of counts. So that's 2 sides. The other 2 sides is a hold. So this is where we get to have a bit more control over our breath. So we breathe in, let's say for the count of 4. This is actually a practice you can play with, but let's just start here for the count of 4. So we breathe in for the count of 4. We hold for 4. We breathe out for the count of 4, and we hold for 4. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to practice it together, and then you can practice it for as long as you want. And then I'm going to explain some variations afterwards that you can begin to play with depending on what you're looking for in general. So, okay, let's do this together. So first, just get into a comfortable position. And remember, what we want to do here is have a playful mindset, a curious mindset. We're just seeing what we notice. There's no expectations, and that way you get to be aware of your experience really as it is. So a comfortable position, seated, or if you'd rather lie down, you're welcome to do that. And we're just sitting here having an awareness of our body for a moment. And the first thing I want you to do is just check in and seeing if there's any areas of your body that are holding or tensing. Include your face, your shoulders. You can go down your back or your chest, your abdomen, your hips and legs and feet, hands as well. And if you do notice any holding or tensing, seeing if you can allow that to soften, or maybe right in the beginning of this practice, you do a gentle stretch to open it up. If it's your shoulders, maybe you roll them, or maybe you open up your back a little bit. Give yourself some space to just open, soften your body. Okay, now a couple deep breaths to begin. In through your nose, out through your mouth, or in through your nose, out through your nose. Either way is okay. And so now we're going to begin this box breathing. So beginning to breathe in for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now breathe in again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now just check in. just after that very short practice, just noticing how you're feeling physically, what's present emotionally, maybe even the quality of your attention. And you can do this. You can ask yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 before you do a practice, like, hey, how am I feeling in general? What's my stress level? What's my feeling of overwhelm? And then do the practice. Choose a couple minutes or choose to do 10 sets of those. You can think of it a little bit like a workout in some way, like you do curls, but how many sets of those, how many sets of 10 are you doing, right? So we can do like 10 sets of those boxes. We can do 10 boxes if we want to. We can do 5 boxes. You can kind of play with it. So now I want to explain some variations. You might choose to do more of a rectangle at times. So you might breathe in for the count of 4 and breathe out for the count of 6. And what that sometimes does is gives a little extra boost to our parasympathetic nervous system, allowing us to cool down a little bit longer. Now, some people find they kind of come out of breath a little bit, when they do that. So the way you want to do the out breath is as if you're breathing out through a straw. So you're just kind of like, and that way you can control the out breath a little bit more. And this is a really wonderful practice. Again, it plays on our brain's ability to have a sense of perceived control over our breath, and also allows us, if we do get a little bit anxious because we're like, okay, am I going to run out of breath? We get to play with riding the edge of what psychiatrist Dan Siegel calls the window of tolerance, which when we ride the edge of the window of tolerance, meaning like I can tolerate everything inside and then there's the edge and then I cannot tolerate anything outside that. But when we ride the edge of it and we're kind of uncomfortable, but we're all right, we're okay, then what happens is that the box grows. And so our window of tolerance grows. So we can also play with that. So if you feel like slightly uncomfortable during this practice, just kind of continue on a little bit, see what you notice, see if you're okay, maybe kind of noticing your nervous system coming down and playing with that. So play with this box breathing, enjoy it, and comment below and let us know. What are you noticing as you're practicing this? And if you have other variations of box breathing, go ahead. You can comment that below as well. And we can share in the collective wisdom that's here too. Now, the great thing about this is that over time, with practice and repetition, you get to become the marionette of your nervous system. You get to put the brake on the fight, flight, freeze response when you need it, activating the parasympathetic nervous system. And if you or someone you know is struggling right now, overly stressed, feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or feeling stuck, then go ahead and check out the links in the description below to both free and paid resources, one of them being the 21 Days to Overcome Anxiety Naturally program, and the other one being the Mental Health Accelerator program called Uncover the Power Within. That's if you want to work more closely with me and a really dedicated community. Otherwise, if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe. Please remember to like this video. And I'll leave a great video on the other end here for you to continue to learn, grow, and enjoy. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.